Hello, this is I'm a Champ 83, and I wanted to show you why I'm a champ, because I play a Machamp deck. Naturally, of course, my first evolution is Machop. Um, Machop's a good card because he has a 1 energy attack, which is fantastic. He only needs 1 energy, and he can do up to 20 damage, which is good. Also, if you give him 3 energy, he can do up to 50 damage. So Machop's a good card, and I have a shiny one. I like my shiny one. I also have Machoke, naturally. And he also has a 1 energy attack, which is really good for a stage 1 Pokemon, because it means I can easily do a 1 energy attack. And it does 30 damage, which is really nice. He can also do up to 60 damage with strength, so that's good too. That takes 3 energy, but one of them doesn't have to be fight energy, which is nice. And then I have Machamp, and I love Machamp. Machamp is fantastic. He's my favorite card. He's got 130 health, which is nice. It's a good, decent amount of health. And he can do as much damage as you want him to do. It depends on how much fight energy you have. He has an attack called 100 Furious Punches, which you need 3 energy to do, and it can do 60 damage if you have 3 energy. But if you have fight energy, he can do um, plus 10 damage for every fight energy you have on him. So if you have 3 fight energy, he can do 90 damage. It's fantastic, and you can add as much fight energy as you need to do as much damage as you want, which is a fantastic feature because you can, if you get enough energy on him, you can have 1-hit kills, and that's great. I play 4-4-3 with my Machamp, so I've got 4 Machops, 4 Machokes, and 4 Machamps. Not 4 Machamps, what am I saying? I have 3 Machamps. I play 4-4-3. My other Pokemon, I call my tank, is Wailmer, and he evolves into Wailord. I like Wailmer a lot because he's got 90 health and he can do 50 damage, which is very nice. He's also a tank, so he can sit out there and take damage, and he's a good starter. Um, Wailord is also absolutely a tank. He's got 180 health and can do his attack Underwater Dive, which allows him to gain health back. He can gain up to 60 health back a turn, which is really nice. He can also do up to 100 damage. Um, so it's a fantastic card to have. One of the things I like about water decks is that um, they've got I've got Mantine. Mantine lets you find any water Pokemon, so that's really fantastic. If I got a Mantine down, first off, it's a basic Pokemon. I set a Mantine down. He can sit there while I get my evolutions, get enough energy to play higher cards, stage 1 and stage 2 cards. Mantine also has a fantastic attack called Group Swim, which lets you find any water Pokemon you want to, and it's only 1 energy. It's great. I love Mantine. My other basic Pokemon is Hitmonlee. He's fantastic. 80 health as well, just like Mantine, and can do 20 damage with just 1 energy. He's good to just sit there while I build up my bench. Um, in my decks, I like to have 20-20-20. I have 20 Pokemon, 20 energy, and 20 supporters and trainers. Um, in this deck, I actually have more Pokemon than I do trainers because it's just an easy deck. I don't have to really search for too much. But when I do, I have my 16 supporters and trainers. One of my favorites, Professor Oak's New Theory. If you are, gosh, just have a terrible deck, terrible hand, you can shuffle it right back into your deck and get 6 new cards. The newer version of this in black and white is Professor Juniper, and I don't like her as much. She makes you discard your hand, but you get 7 new cards, which is nice. But you have to discard your hand, and if you have a deck that's easy to deck out, then it's really difficult to keep all your cards and not deck out when you have a Professor Juniper. So I prefer Professor Oak. He's really awesome. Um, you got Interviewer's Questions. Run low on energy. Interviewer's Questions is a great card. You get the top 8 cards in your deck and pick out all the energy you need. It's really fantastic. It's a really, really helpful card if you are low on energy. Also, it's good if you have an energy pocket in your deck, so that way you can get rid of that energy pocket. You don't keep drawing energy after energy. So that's nice. Seeker, fantastic card, fantastic card. Seeker can be used in 2 different ways. Say your opponent has a Pokemon on their bench that they have been adding cards to, just a ton of energy, evolutions, and you don't want them to be able to play that card. You play the Seeker down, and then they have to use all those turns again to build that card back up. So it's a good way to get rid of those. It's also, say my Machamp is out. My Machamp is low health and I don't want him to die. I pay the retreat cost, bring him back onto my bench, play the Seeker, and come back into my hand and heal him. So Seekers are great cards. Professor Elm, I can find any evolution I need to find. Great card if I'm having trouble drawing a Machoke or a Machamp. It's a great card. I got Sage's Training. Top 5 cards in my hand, I pick 2. My deck, and I pick 2, and the other 3 go into the discard, which is the only thing I don't like about this card. But if I need a card, if I need an energy, if I need a Pokemon, it's a good backup. Junk Arm, I have Junk Arm in my deck for the sole reason because I have Sage's Training. And if I have to end up discarding any trainer, I can go and take my Junk Arm, discard 2 cards, and take a trainer that I need. And I only have 3 trainers in my deck, but they're good ones. One of them, Pokemon Communication. I put Pokemon in my deck, pull out a Pokemon I need. Say I've got 3 Machops in my hand, and I need a Machoke. I can put a Machop back and grab a Machoke. It's a really fantastic card. Full Heal gets rid of all special conditions. Great card. Especially if you're playing like a fire deck or a grass deck, because fire decks naturally burn you, and poison decks and grass decks can poison you. So it's good to have something that can get rid of those special conditions. Also got a Life Herb, which gets rid of special conditions, and it takes off 6 damage counters, which everyone likes getting rid of damage. So it's good to have a Life Herb. The only problem with Life Herb is that you gotta flip a coin, and if you don't get heads, you don't get to use your Life Herb, which is another good reason to have your Junk Arm, because if you get a Life Herb and it fails, you can get that Life Herb back, because Life Herbs are trained. Also, energy, I have a Rescue Energy. Rescue Energy is a great card. Say I'm playing my Machamp, and I don't want to lose him. Say it's the last Machamp in my deck. If I lose him, I can't play another Machamp. Put that Rescue Energy on him, and I can get him back in my hand if he dies. So it's just a great backup so that you don't lose your top Pokemon. Great card. And that's my deck. Hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, I'm a champ.